So welcome, and welcome for everyone who's watching the replay. In this Mindset Masterclass, I have a very special topic. So most people have heard about the expression, everything you desire is already inside of you. And I want to dive a little bit deeper into what that means tonight. So if people say everything you desire is already inside of you, what does that mean? And basically, it means you create your reality from the inside out. So everything starts with a thought. It starts with an idea, with a desire. So something in the non-physical realm, so in the realm of spirit, in the energetic realm, and you want to get that from the world of energy, the world of vibration, the world of consciousness into the physical reality. And you do that by focusing on what you want to create. So by aligning your beliefs, your thoughts, your feelings, and in the last step also your actions to what you want to manifest. So what I see with most people, if they want something, most of the time people aren't even really aware of what they desire. They live reactively for a very large part. But then if they express their desires, then most of the time it's still seeking or hoping. It's an energy of I don't know when it will come, or I don't know, maybe if the universe aligns itself, or if the universe wants this for me, or I hope this will come to be, or I pray this will come to be, or they are in a seeking mode. So they are looking how their desire is going to manifest. So they're looking outside of them for the fulfillment of that desire. And that's not really the place your desire gets manifested. It's in your inner alignment. And then, of course, things change in the outside world. But that's as a response to what is changing inside. So the first thing you want to do, if you want to live according to this saying, everything you desire is already inside of you, is pull back your energy from the outside world. So stop giving power to whatever is happening out there, and start reclaiming your power in here. And that seems easy, and it basically is. So I was talking to a client this afternoon. We recorded a success story. She used the process of divine creation to quit her day job and manifest her business. And all she did in the beginning was do the inner work. So what is the inner work? The inner work is using the alignment journal every single day. And that sounds really simple. The ego thinks, but that's too simple. And then you want to make it more complicated, but it's really not that complicated. You need to state your desires, and you need to start exploring from within. Okay, what do I really feel about this desire? And then slowly but surely you shift these feelings that are out of alignment, or you shift the thoughts and the beliefs that are out of alignment. You shift them in alignment with your desire, and then it will manifest. So creating something is 80% of the inner work. And then, yeah, the rest, of course, is action. You take aligned action, but that can only come from that place of alignment. And if there are questions, then type them in the chat or unmute yourself if anything comes up. And if I don't see anything, I'm just going to keep talking to explain how this works. So it's our mind, it's the belief that it's hard work, it's the belief, it's beliefs like I can't have everything I want, it's hard, there's a power outside of me, there's a force outside of me that's creating this reality. And why do people think there is a force outside of us that creates our reality? Whether it's faith or it's God, or and not that I don't believe in God, I do, but I think of God as our life force energy. So not as a person outside of myself that decides if I have the right to experience something. No, I see God as our own life force energy. Yeah, so it's the alignment journal, and it's on. I don't have it in English yet, but I will have it soon. But on my Dutch website bewustecreatie.nl, it's under book, so you can order it there. So yeah, back to the topic. Why is it so hard for people to claim that power? They are scared of their shadow, their own shadow. We all have been to traumatic experiences, either in this life or past lives, or maybe your parents have gone to, or it's not even a maybe. It's definitely parents, grandparents, and yeah, I've been told that we carry the energetic vibration of people of 7 generations back. So we might not have trauma ourselves, but yeah, even small things can lead to trauma. Being left alone in a crowded warehouse, and your mother comes back and she yells at you, "Why did you walk away? And I was so worried." And yeah, even those little things can cause trauma in our bodies. But what about people in the generations before you, or past lives, if that is something that you believe in? They might have been abused, people might have been killed, they might have experienced a war. And it can either be that people were the victim and they can be the perpetrator, and that could all be the energy from that, could all be can be in your body. And so to reclaim that power, you have to face those shadows. So you have to really feel and heal those heavy energies. And I know from experience that's not easy. And yeah, it's really hard to lose yourself in those heavy energies. It's really easy to lose yourself in if your body feels so tense and it feels so you experience the energy of trauma or abuse, to keep choosing for what you want to experience. And there's all kinds of beliefs behind those energies. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve to be happy or to have whatever I want to have. So that's one thing. But people are afraid of their power too, about what they are capable of doing. Because in the past, if you can't control your feelings, if you can't control your emotions, you can't control your power as well, and it can feel so overwhelming. And yeah, I experienced a little bit of that too, because if you step up and if you start to claim for whatever it is you want, you do have influence over the people that are around you, and you want to be really careful and really conscious with the influence you have. And if you are not really equipped to master your own feelings, it's also hard to master or to give space to the feelings of the people around you. So that those two things, either people are scared of their shadow or they are scared of their power. We are so powerful, and in the past, and power still gets abused. So often people have the subconscious belief, if I am that powerful, I can abuse people too. And you really want to have the belief, yeah, I'm a good person, I won't abuse my power. And what I also see happening sometimes is that because most of my clients, they are really good people with big hearts, and they are often really sensitive, and they are sometimes being a little bit too conscious. It's okay to be conscious and to be careful that you of course don't hurt people, but if you are living your life the way most of my clients live their life, you are good people, you do good to other people, you are not hurting anyone, purposefully hurting anyone, but people can be hurt anyways. And it has nothing to do with you or what you say or what you write about or what you post or what you message or what your company stands for or what you stand for as a person. And there are so many choices, so we all want to belong somewhere. And my partner and I just had this conversation a couple of days ago. So we all want to belong, but there are so many groups you can become a member of. There are so many religions. There are so many belief systems you can adopt. And my belief system, of course, is conscious creation. But it doesn't have to be other people's belief system. So it's not like, okay, this is the only belief system you can have. No, there are so many belief systems you can adopt. What is important is that you can find each other on the level of values. So for me, a couple of my most important values are love and oneness and communication and authenticity and intimacy, and not maybe also physical intimacy, but also being intimate in being honest and like spiritual and emotional intimacy. And I can bond with a lot of people on those values, and then we might differ at how we see the world. So one person should say, okay, I don't really believe in conscious creation. I believe that God created everything and that we are, and that God is outside of us. Or one person might say, I believe in I only believe in law of attraction. Or another person says, I'm a Christian person, or I've that belief or that faith. And another person might say, I don't really believe in, I don't really have a religion, or I don't really have a set of belief system. I just believe in being human. We are being born and then we die again. And yeah, as long as you can find each other on the level of values, you can still connect, you can still co-create. Because if you want other people to think exactly like you do, it's going to be a really hard, a really tough thing to do. Because I don't think that on the physical level we are going to find alignment, but on a spiritual level and on the level of values, yeah, we can, of course, we can find alignment and give each other space, recognize where we are the same, and accept where we are different. But okay, so that's the hardest part for people. So not really be able to deal with their own shadows. So, and then I'm talking about deep traumatic pains and then projecting them outwards, or not. Yeah, it's not even always projecting them outwards, but holding back because of whatever it is you are experiencing in your body. And then the second, yeah, scared of claiming that power, because yeah, that also feels, yeah, can stir up all kinds of feelings. And yeah, maybe also a little bit the fear of, what am I going to do if I am this powerful? Am I still going to be a good person? Yes, you are still going to be a good person. No amount of power, no amount of money can change who you are at your core. So I do believe that sometimes, and I experienced it myself, money or yeah, whatever you experience can get you off your path a little bit, but you always get back on your path. And no amount of power or money or success will change who you are at your core. So you choose your desire, you align yourself with your desire. And on my website, both my English website as well as my Dutch website, I have a free training. It's about the process of creation. So those are 7 steps that you can take. You can follow those 7 steps to get something from the spiritual into the physical. So it's quite simple process at its core, and the alignment journal helps you to take those steps. And that was, I was telling that earlier on, I had the success story with the client who quit her day job and started her business. She came across one of my videos on YouTube. She became a member of my program pretty quickly, and within a couple of months, she said within 2 months she had enough confidence and faith in herself as the creator to quit her job. And a couple of months later, she manifested enough money to live. And yeah, that was a couple of years ago, and now she's back in my program because she said, yeah, I had that business for 5 years now and it was amazing, but now I feel I have to do something new. So I'm starting the program again because I want to follow those steps to manifest my second business just as easily. So those steps aren't hard when you are able to, feel your feelings and also claim your power. But still, although the steps are simple, often people don't manifest what they want, or they don't experience what they want to experience. And I've written down, well, let me see, I thought I written down 5 reasons, but I see I've written down 4 reasons that, in my opinion, are the reason that people don't, although it's a simple process and everything is inside of us, so we don't have to get something from outside of us. We don't have to wait. I don't really believe in divine timing. If what I teach my clients and what I practice myself, and that always works, is if I am in alignment, the physical manifestation will occur. I never experienced anything else. If I'm not experiencing something I desire, it's just because I need to, turn the switch a little bit more to get to that energetic place. Not only the energy, but also the action. But energy is 80%, and then the action will come quite easily. And most people do it the other way around. So they work really hard. They use their body to get what they want, and that's really hard. It costs a lot of energy, and it takes you a long time to get there. So why? What are the 4 biggest reasons, although everything is already inside of us, that often people do not experience what they desire to experience? So before I start sharing those 4 reasons, is this clear until now? Do any questions come up? I'll wait a couple of minutes to see if something comes up. Resonates fully. Okay. So Barbara says, I'm going to translate it quickly, but I shared that you answer the same questions every day, but how do you then get a different answer? So the first question is, what is your desire, or what is the desire, your biggest desire today? And that can be the same desire for a certain amount of time, but it can also be something different. So I always fill in the alignment journal with my partner, and he is already working on something for a couple of weeks. So it's the same thing almost every day with a couple of nuances. But it's funny because you see in the weeks he is making progress, and he is really creating something different. And for me, it can vary. So it depends on whatever comes up in the morning, what I would fill in. And often it has to do with the maybe the same topics that are of course important for me, but the desire itself can vary. And what I also see with myself, and I don't know, Eveline also says it's different for me every day. It depends a little bit, because if I feel really good and strong and powerful, I often become more specific. But if I don't feel that strong, I often become broader. So it's more about feeling something. And if I feel good, and I think most of you know Abraham Hicks, but they also teach this. They teach if the narrow focus creates contrast, then go broader again. So if, for example, if you are manifesting a certain amount, a specific amount of money, or a goal which is a really specific business goal or something, or you want to write a book or finish a project or something, or start a project, those are all specific things. And if you are not feeling well, it's harder to work on specific things. And then I might write a desire about self-love, or my connection to the divine, or to feel better. Because if I'm in a better feeling place, I have more energy, and if I have more energy, I can take the actions to get the physical result. Okay, so, well, I think for, yeah, you have to go more general, as Abraham says. Yes, exactly. Okay, so why doesn't a manifestation sometimes doesn't come? The first reason is it's not what you really want. So often people, they have an image of themselves about what society might expect of what, yeah, maybe it's like old desires from parents, or what you are supposed to be doing, or how your life is supposed to look like, or the results you are supposed to get, or and for example, yeah, there are a lot of yeah, like stories about having a certain income, or about a result you need to have, or maybe there also has been like a kind of a trend to ask a lot of money for programs like the high-end entrepreneurship. So maybe if you set a certain goal, you write down a desire, and if you think inside your heart, I couldn't really care, I don't really care about creating this, I don't really care about, yeah, creating this or getting this or experiencing this, it's almost it's impossible to manifest it. So you still can create something, but you need to use willpower. And willpower, it's hard to, you can create using willpower. Most of the world uses willpower to create their life, but it costs a lot of energy. And if you are sensitive, and if you are on the path of, or on your spiritual journey, yeah, it's not really possible anymore to, yeah, use a lot of willpower to get what you want. So you have to check inside of your heart, what do I care about? And yeah, of course, it is from my perspective important to care about the money a little bit, because yeah, you need money to live your life. But for me, what I've noticed, yeah, if I can live my life, that's perfect for me. I don't need, like, I do want to, we have another a company, it's called Your Site, Our Business. I do want to help a lot of clients with that business, or a lot of customers, but that's because we have a special goal what we want to do with the money. Because what we see, it's a website platform specifically designed for, yeah, people just like me. So mission-driven creators who want to spend as much time working on their mission, and as little time working on the technical stuff or the strategical stuff, and you want to just create from a place of alignment. So we've built a website system to do so. And yeah, what we often see is that people, mission-driven entrepreneurs, they have great ideas, but they often lack the funding to put their ideas into the world. So we want to create a big community with lots of people who have a website, and from everything, we don't need to live our life or sustain our livelihood. We just want to, yeah, put that money back into the community, so it's easier for people to start. And then I feel I have the motivation to do all the things that are in essence not the most fun things. So doing the marketing and the selling, and holding the space to build a big company. Because if I would do it just for the money, I've tried to do that many years ago. I had a really big income goal, but because there wasn't a purpose behind the goal, it was just a money goal because of the money goal. Yeah, for me, I don't have the motivation. I don't care about the money. But yeah, money is energy, and you need energy to create things. So yeah, in that essence, I do care about money because I care about energy, but not just, yeah, you use your energy. Your energy goes towards creating your life, your business. So in that essence, it's good to care about money, but not just for money's sakes. Almost none of my clients can make money just for the money. It's, yeah, they do need, they do need a purpose. Do you always need to have a goal for the money you want to manifest, or can the goal be to feel safe and independent? Well, I do think, well, if money gives you the feeling of safety and independence, I think it's important to align from within with that vibration of safety and independence. And then either that will come through money or it will come through other avenues, because money in itself doesn't bring safety or independence, because there are a lot of people who don't feel safe and who are dependent and who are really rich. So money in itself doesn't manifest that feeling. So I would never match the money with the feeling it would give me. I would make it two separate things. So in one basket, I have my desire to feel safe and independent, and that has nothing to do with other people or money. It has to do with me and my relationship to life. And here in this other basket, I have a desire for what I need to live my life. So for me, I have a certain amount of money that I need every month to pay my bills. And of course, having that money will also maybe get a sense of safety, but it's two different baskets, because if you start to confuse the two, you are trying to get money in order to feel safe, and yeah, money in itself won't make you feel safe. So other things will give you a sense of safety, but not money in itself. So I would make it two different things. So the money is to live my life. I have a beautiful quote on this. I'm going to once you see money for what it really is, an accessible, unlimited supply of a resource you can use in any way that you desire, it's much easier to form the habits and mindset necessary to acquire wealth. So you have to detach money from that sense of safety, because money, it's just a useful tool to buy the things you need for your body, basically. It's not even for your soul, maybe wants the experience. So it's two different things. Okay, but that's a whole different subject. It would be fun to do like something around money soon. So we'll see what we can do. So the first reason, it's not what you really want. So your goal can only manifest if it's what you really want. The second, you don't really see yourself as the creator. So other people create, or other people have power over you. You give your power away. The God you believe in is outside of you. So he decides whatever it is you are going to get, yes or no. And yeah, I do believe that life force energy that I call God is also like outside of my physical body, but it's not outside of who we really are, because who we really are is consciousness. And for me, God is pure consciousness. But yeah, if I purely look at my physical body, yeah, then yeah, God is everywhere. So it's also outside of my physical body, but it's also, it is my body, because everything comes from that source energy. But if you don't see yourself as the creator, or and not as specifically your human self, so it's not like my human self separated from other people, or it is God, because that would be like that would not be the right definition. But it's more like I, the bigger I, the consciousness is, that is what life force energy is, and that is in my eyes what God is. And I know this is a very like tricky subject. Yeah, so every time I thought that I didn't have any power, or I gave my power away, I really noticed it in what I created. And for me, the biggest reason if I give my power away is because I don't want other people to feel bad. That's really the biggest reason I always give my power away. I don't want to hurt other people. Sometimes I see other people struggling, sometimes even from a distance. And what I often see, and of course that goes back to me, because I don't want to feel bad, but yeah, what I often notice is, yeah, if I use certain words or express certain things, people can really misunderstand what I mean or what my intentions are. Or, and yeah, I've heard not so nice things about myself also from people who I really loved, and that hurts me, have hurted me really bad. So often if I hold myself back, it's because I'm fearful to experience that hurt again. And then I really have to say to myself, okay, I can handle it. If it happens again, I can handle it. But holding myself back and not, yeah, stepping into who I really am, or not claiming my power, that hurts me really even more. So then that's the best decision of both. Okay, so 3, you are not being persistent enough. So either with choosing what you want or with the alignment practice. And if you don't, if it's hard for you to connect with yourself, it's easy to start looking outward. And I've seen this so many times, because that alignment ritual that's in my alignment journal, and every morning at 8:30 for my Dutch business, in my Dutch program, I hop on a Zoom to fill in the alignment journal together with my clients. And I'm going to share a little link, because if you are interested in, yeah, being on these calls, or if you need any help with setting up your business, manifesting your relationship, manifesting whatever it is you want, or creating whatever it is you want, then yeah, just book in a free clarity call with me, and then yeah, I will share with you what all the possibilities are. And the link is in the chat, and if you are watching the replay, I will put the link underneath the video. But it's a very simple practice, and our ego always wants to make it difficult. And if people don't want to, or are not able to connect to themselves because maybe of trauma, or the fear of being too powerful, or something, yeah, I don't know, there could be more reasons. They tend to make it too difficult. So they tend to think they need to do all kinds of things, but it's a really simple process. You state your desire, and you align your belief system, and it's not all your beliefs, it's more the belief, I am the creator, I am an energetic being, and I am creating as one with that source of creation, and therefore, the physical reality is shaped by our focus and by what we impress on that field. And it's not that hard, but our mind can play tricks on us, and if we start believing those lies, then we start looking for the answers outside of ourselves again, and then we abandon ourselves. We don't we give away our power again, and we abandon our alignment ritual, or we abandon the vision we have for our lives. And that's, I think, the biggest reason. It takes that dedication also, because what I see is that if I look at my partner, he's started the alignment journal a month ago. Within like 1 or 2 weeks, he noticed he got more energy. And that's also what I often see with people at the beginning. There's more energy. Evelyn also says, I follow this program every morning, and I feel I experience more focus. So more focus, more energy. The results start coming after a little while, and maybe in the beginning there are small results, but it takes a couple of months to really get that confidence and get that trust and that belief in yourself. And then you see the small results, and then you start believing in the bigger results, and that's a process. You don't get there overnight. And what I see with people is that they don't give it an honest chance. So sometimes people encounter feelings within themselves, and they drop away really quickly. They get distracted again. It's really like going to in my book I compare it to learning a new language. It's the same thing. If you study at the beginning, the first couple of weeks, you can easily learn a few words, and that's amazing. But if you want to have a conversation with someone, you need to study the language a couple of months. And if you want to become fluent in a language, it probably will take you 2 to 3 years to become fluent in that language. And I say, manifesting is learning how to speak energy. So you start from seeing the world as separate physical human beings, to feeling and feeling into the energy of your own body. Your energy will never lie. So it's really funny because Bob told me this morning, hi Bob, because I was doubting about a price point for one of my programs, and he said, do the thing with the notes. You write the amount you want to ask on a note, and you write some other amounts too, and you put them upside down on the floor, and you stand on the notes, and then your body will respond a certain way. It will either feel light and expansive, or it will feel contrasted, or you might have some negative sensations. And I've done it 2 times, and both times the exact same amount came, as the amount that felt best. So the energy in your body never lies. So if you become really skilled in feeling how you feel, I can feel within my body if something is about to manifest, yes or no, because I can feel, am I relaxed with it? Am I, do I feel resistance? Am I in alignment? So am I peaceful with it? If I'm peaceful with something, yeah, it's about to manifest. But if I feel stress or resistance or I feel tension, yeah, there is work to do. And that's okay, because we are always moving to something new. It's not about us not being good enough. And because people look at the material world and they connect their self-worth, or we connect our worth to what we have, or how much money we have, or how big our house is, and yeah, that's not the connection to make. And if you make that connection, and I experienced this myself, it's very hard to feel what's happening inside of your body, because then you make it about how other people look at you and not how you are feeling. And how you are feeling should be the most important thing. So that's the third reason, not being persistent enough. So you need to be persistent. You need to give it time. You need to be really gentle for yourself. You need to be loving and kind towards yourself, because, yeah, it takes time. Stuff comes up. That's why it's great to have like a community of like-minded people. Yeah, so this month in the Netherlands, I have next month 2 live meetings. And maybe you can put in the link to the November 5th. I have my book launch, so I would really love it if you would come. It would mean a lot for me. So, and November 26th, we have the Thrive in Your Life event. So that's going to be amazing too. So there you can connect with like-minded people, and yeah, that can feel really empowering and fulfilling. And the last reason why, yeah, even though it's the process of creation is simple in essence, most people aren't experiencing what they want to experience, is there are still limiting beliefs that keep you from creating what you want to create. And I already shared this in one of the previous masterclasses, but the biggest limiting belief, yeah, we are physical human beings instead of energetic beings, instead of souls having a physical experience. Because if you perceive the world from a place of separation, you are separate from each other and from God. It's hard to follow the process of divine creation. You will easily fall back into limiting patterns, actions, and things that don't really serve you, or serve whatever it is you are creating. Okay, so that's the product, Bob, but just share the page about the book, okay? It's on my website with book. Okay. So are there any more questions before we wrap this up? And if there are no questions, please share if this was helpful, or maybe what your biggest insight was. I would love to come to your book launch. I would love to see you there. I would love to see everyone there. Yes, do you want me to stay after the webinar? I still have another appointment always on Monday at 8:30. So yeah, it would be great, but I can't. So we need to save it till Wednesday. Yes, thank you. I know, and I appreciate. Okay, I'm going to wait minute to see if there are any more questions. And if there are no questions, then I will just, well, end this masterclass. And then we will see what next week's masterclass will bring us. Thank you for consciousness. Okay. See, how do I translate this? Okay, well, I don't think there are any more questions. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, then I wish everyone an amazing evening and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.